So come lie down flat on your back. You're going to spend just a moment getting settled in. You could have a pillow under your head if you wanted. And pull the shoulders down away from the ears and slide the tailbone or the pelvis away from the low back. So maybe pick it up, tuck it under, and put it back down. Legs are open. Limbs are heavy. Breathing into the belly and the back. Okay, and so all you need to do at this moment is just feel the weight of everything falling to the floor, like the pelvis, the shoulders. Breathing deeply into the belly and the sides and the back of the lungs. Soften the facial muscles, release the jaw. All right, and let's bend the knees and place the feet on the floor. We're going to start with the low back, but we'll move into the upper back shortly. So you know the deal. We're going to put the block under the pelvis and make sure it's just under the sacrum and not under the low back. Part your feet to the width of the mat. Drop the knees inward. You could also use a bolster, not just a block. Sometimes what you have under the head might feel too high here if your pelvis is elevated, so you can lower down, like take out what's under the head. And first we're just going to soften the low back, hanging in this position. The back is hanging toward the floor, and we're filling, of course, the bottom parts of the lungs with the breath. All right, so the feet are wide, knees are dropping in, and we're just going to let the knees sway to the right. So you're letting the left knee drop inward. What the right knee does doesn't matter. You can support it with something or you can hold it up, but the left knee is dropping in, and we're breathing deeply into the belly and the back. And then draw the navel to the spine, bring the knees back up. We're going to do the same on the other side, lowering the right knee inward. And you can support the left knee with a block or a bolster, or you can just hold it up while you drop the right knee in. And then breathing deeply into the back of the lungs. Let's take about 5 more breaths in this position. All right, draw the navel to the spine, bring the knees back to center, and then bring the knees to the chest, give them a hug. When you're ready to push the block out from underneath you and slowly roll to your side. Pause here for a moment before getting up. And then slowly push yourself up. And you'll need a blanket. We're going to roll a blanket and place it on the mat behind us so we have something to bend over. So a fairly tight roll. It doesn't have to be too high. As a matter of fact, if you're really tight in the upper back, you should definitely not make it too high. Just like 3 or 4 inches in height. So you're going to lay over it so that it lands on the bottom of your shoulder blades. So not in the middle, not on the top, just on the bottom. And you might need some support for your head depending on how tight your neck is. So have something handy. Could be another blanket or a pillow. And then we're going to lay back with the knees bent and the feet on the floor. And you can part the feet wide and drop the knees in towards each other. And so now you're allowing your shoulders to drop back toward the floor. Arms are on the mat or on the floor as well, and they're maybe open in a T. Relax the jaw. Say ah. Allow the eyes to be heavy in their sockets. Let the shoulders soften down, the chest release. Breathe toward the collarbones and the breastbone. Still taking. And at this point, you're probably ready to shift to the next variation. We're going to let the knees sway to the right. So you could support the outer edge, the right leg, with a block or a bolster, but you're letting the body kind of twist here. It's not a big twist, just a little twist. Keeping the right shoulder, or left shoulder actually, down, and breathing into the back. Deep breaths filling the back and the chest. Let's take a few more full breaths. Draw the navel to the spine, bring the knees back up, pause for a moment. And then slowly lower the legs down to the left side. Maybe you'll support the left leg, maybe not. Let the right knee drop in, keep the feet wide, and let the right shoulder drop down, and continue breathing deeply. Okay, Harris, just a couple more breaths. You can always stay here longer if you want to, but we're going to roll over to the side now. Pause for a breath. And then slowly push yourself up, rounding your back, letting your head hang. So see if you can practice that a few times a week and let me know when you're ready for more, okay? All right, take care.